Hello students, in today's video I'll be explaining on the concept approaches to finance function. By now I hope you all have understood what is finance function is all about. I'll just give you a creamy layer on the previous video what I did. So basically finance function, it refers to providing of the funds which is needed by a business concern on a most the suitable terms, whereas in simple words it refers to raising of funds from different sources and their effective utilization, I mean to say the allocation. And always finance function, it doesn't stop only by finding out the sources and raising of funds, but it also covers the proper allocation of the funds which are raised or acquired. All right, so under finance function now we have two different approaches. The first approach is the traditional approach. Second one is the modern approach. So we have two different types of approaches. Let us understand what is traditional as well as the modern approach and what does it talk about and where the importance is given. Fine. So the first one is traditional approach. What is traditional approach? See, this approach is mainly confined with the scope of finance function to only procurement of funds which is needed by the business on most suitable terms. To explain it in a simple manner, this traditional approach, it just focuses towards one aspect, that is procurement of funds, ascertainment of funds, raising of funds. Traditional approach just gives due importance to the procurement of funds and it completely neglects the concept of the utilization of funds. I've been telling you since video 1 that two things are very important in finance. The first aspect is to procure the funds, is to ascertain the funds or raise the funds from different sources. After procuring the funds, you need to know how you have to allocate or you need to optimally utilize all your funds. But what is this traditional approach is stating that it is just considering the factor of procurement of funds and it is completely ignoring the concept of utilization of funds. The decision regarding the application of funds are not at all considered under traditional approach. Please be very clear with this. Coming to the drawbacks, what are the drawbacks of the traditional approaches that I have told you? It completely ignores the aspect of internal decision making with respect to what? Proper utilization of procured funds. This approach is stating that sources, yes, you can do it. Procurement of funds, yes, fine. Only this thing is confined under this traditional approach, but after procuring, how I need to utilize, where and all I need to invest, where I have to allocate, this concept is completely neglected under traditional approach, is not at all considered. Fine. Then the next drawback can be, always the traditional approach, it focuses only towards the procurement on long-term funds and as a result, it ignores the short-term needs of the firm. So there will be an improper management of working capital as it's going to result in the closure of the firms. Then the next drawback can be the important aspect, of the allocation of funds. It has been completely left out under this particular traditional approach because they're just concentrating towards procurement. After procurement, utilization, no, they're not at all talking on that. This approach doesn't cover that particular thing. So it is important to procure funds from different sources. That's fine, right? That they have covered. It is even more important to ensure that the procured funds are allocated properly in order to ensure adequate the profitability. Before that, the liquidity and the profitability is very important, for which even the utilization plays a vital role, but under traditional approach it is not at all covered. Next up is the approach, this particular traditional approach, it doesn't focus on the day-to-day financial problems faced by an organization. Basically it neglects the working capital management as well. So this speaks about the traditional approach. Yes, the second approach what you have is on the modern approach, right? So what is modern approach? This approach in financial management, it includes both the aspects. One is procurement of funds on suitable terms. After procuring, its effective utilization of funds in order to achieve two things. One is liquidity and the one is profitability. Under traditional approach, only one concept is considered, that is procurement of funds, but there they have neglected the concept of utilization after ascertaining of funds. But here modern approach, it covers both the aspects of procuring as well as utilizing the same. So it considers the finance function as an integral part of overall management, which includes the planning, basically the financial planning, raising of funds, allocation of the resources, and its control. Fine. So what are the things that's included under modern approach is that financing decision. The first decision, what is financing decision? See, the company has to decide where to raise the funds from which all the sources it needs to raise its funds. So there are two main sources in order to consider. One is equity, another one is borrowed. So from the two, a decision on the appropriate mix of short and long term financing should be made. This is how a financing decision should take place, and the sources of financing best at a given time should also be agreed upon. So here under financing decision, the equal importance is given to the long term as well as short term financing, plus here appropriate mix of long term as well as short term financing should be made. The next decision under the modern approach is on the investment decision. What is investment decision? First thing, it talks about the raising, right? Investment is where, see, this is where the finance manager, right? Finance manager is held responsible for all these things. He is going to decide where to put the money funds. Whatever he has acquired or raised from different sources, where he wants to allocate it, where he wants to place his funds, right? So investment decisions, it relates to the management of the working capital. I've told you what is working capital. Working capital management is nothing but the funds what you require in order to run your day-to-day operations. Apart from that, the capital budgeting decisions. What is this budgeting? The proportions, yeah, right? Then the management of the mergers, buying or leasing of assets, and the investment decision should create the revenue profits, and it should always save cost. I've told you, investment should always keep two factors in mind. One is a risk, another one is the return, and always there should be a concept of maximizing the return while minimizing the risk. That's how the investment decision should also be made. The last decision under the modern approach is a dividend decision. What is dividend? You all know, guys. No, I guess dividend decision is all about it's a portion of profit which is shared among the shareholders in the organization. So these are the decisions as to how much, how frequent, in what form to return cash to owners. A balance between profits retained and the amount paid out as dividend should be decided here. What is the amount of dividend I need to pay, right? It also, and again, your dividend decision, it depends upon the profits what you have gain in that particular year. All right.